Hello everybody, hi, thank you so much for joining me today. So today we have a power yoga practice themed on the chakras. So the chakras are these subtle energy centers that run along the spine. We have 7 main ones, and it said that the practices of yoga can help to activate them. They kind of lie dormant within us all, and yeah, the practices of yoga can help to activate them to bring this health and well-being. So if you would like to activate them, this would be a great practice if you believe in that, to bring liberation to yourself. Otherwise, just enjoying the practice and doing something good for your mind, body and self. So let's begin in a comfortable seated position, sat on your mat. You could be cross-legged, you could be just anywhere that you can find some grounding as you close the eyes down and grow tall through the spine. Take this first few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. As you ground into the bottom of your sacrum, where the Muladhara chakra, or the root chakra, lies. This is a place of security and stability, coming home to yourself, being stable in your inner and outer worlds. Find some grounding there. As you move up into the Swadhisthana chakra, so the sacral chakra, located around the hips, a place of emotions, pleasure, and your creativity and passions. The element of water, checking in with how you feel. As it flows, the feelings come and go. And just check where your feelings are at the moment and ask yourself, how are you? And answer honestly. As we move up to about 3 fingers above the belly button, and this is the Manipura, your solar plexus chakra, a place of willpower, strength, stamina, where you get things done. Finding that peace and harmony within your fire here. As we move up to the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. And this is the door to the inner temple, or the Atman, or your soul or self. A place of giving and receiving love, unconditionally with acceptance. So you can send love to yourself also maybe call to mind someone you hold dearly and send out love to them. So we move up to Vishuddha Chakra, or the throat chakra. And this is a place of speaking your truth. And ask yourself, are you speaking your truth? These lines of communication with non-judgment, right understanding, with self-respect, and also respect to others. And attention as we move up to the space between your eyebrows, where the third eye is. Just seeing. And it's a place where you can observe all the chakras. Take a moment here to observe them. Connecting with intuition and spiritual connection. And finally, the crown chakra. So bring awareness to the top of your head, but almost this space above it. So it's like this energetic field above. This is the connection with the consciousness. What yoga means for you. Infinite bliss, or connection with the totality, or anything higher, if you believe in that. Take moments here. And as you gather in all the chakras, and placing hands into your heart center. Calling in any other intentions. And just tucking your chin, bowing as we begin our practice. Inhale and exhale. Blink the eyes open, the left arm comes down towards the side as you reach that right arm up and over. Take a deep inhale in, look underneath your armpits. Exhale as you take it over towards the other side. Inhale, open up. And exhale, doing this one more time, inhale. Exhale, float it over. Inhale. And exhale. Turning over into a 4-point kneeling. So hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. And we'll work through some cat cows. So inhale as you dip the belly, squeeze the shoulders together. Exhale as you round through the spine. Bring the chin in towards your chest and create that hump in your back. Inhale in towards your cow. And exhale in towards your cat. And just take a few wiggles side to side, or either in cat or cow, whatever feels nice. As you start to warm up through the spine. Just flipping the hands so the fingertips face out and just rock side to side from here. As you turn them back over, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back, heels come down towards the earth as you start to pedal out the feet, pedal out the shoulders. And looking in between your thighs, heels down towards the earth before your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Spinning the eyes of the elbows towards each other and gazing in between your thighs. Drop the knees down and bring the bum towards the ground. Forehead comes forwards on towards the earth for a child's pose. Know your child's pose is here at any point through your practice. Take it whenever you need. Slowly curling yourself back up. Find yourself back in your downward facing dog. Inhale in. Exhale. Inching those feet up towards the top of your mat. Bend the knees as much as you need and take hold of opposite elbows as you sway side to side. Nod the head yes and no. Releasing the hands down, bone by bone, vertebrae by vertebrae. Up. Stack the knees, the hips, the chest, and finally the shoulders. Close the eyes as you take a step towards the top of your mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Slight tuck of the chin as you engage the inner thighs and keep that lift going up into your Mula Bandha, your root lock and Uddiyana Bandha, your abdominal lock. So this energetic lift up and up, holding your bandhas here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Working through to Namaskara B, so saluting the sun. Bend the knees and sit down into your Utkatasana, your chair pose, bringing the tailbone in. Deep inhale and exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders squeeze back, flat back. Exhale, place the hands down, step one foot back, followed by the other in towards a plank. Drop the knees, the chest and the chin, elbows in towards your sides, hips up. Inhale, thread that upper body through, squeeze the shoulders back, engage the glutes, baby cobra. And tuck the toes under as you push back into tabletop. Go straight into Adho Mukha Savasana, your downward facing dog. Inhale in, exhale. Lifting right leg up and place it in between your hands. Ball or back foot or 45. Square the hips as you rise up, bend the knee. Inhale for warrior one. And exhale, frame the foot, step back. As you lower, so you can lower like the full knee chest chin or chaturanga, lowering all in one. Keep the elbows in, push the feet away as you flip them over and push up into an up dog or your baby cobra. Shoulders back, squeeze the glutes, thighs off. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale. Exhale, left leg lifts and place it in between your hands. Square those hips up, left hip back, right hip forward. Find your back foot variation and rise up, warrior one. Inhale in. Exhale, hands down, step back to lower. So Vinyasa, knee chest chin or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. So as you find that inverted V, heels energetically pressing towards the earth, but no worries if they don't touch. Little bends in the knees if needed. Chest towards thighs and slight internal rotation of the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, look in between the hands as you step, jump or float towards the top. Inhale to look up. And exhale, forward fold. Raise the arms back up towards the sky. And sorry, bend into the knees, sit back down into Utkatasana, Namaskara B. Inhale, exhale, come back up. We'll do that again, so take your variations if you'd like with these options, or you can stay with the first options. So bend the knees, sit down into Utkatasana, your chair pose. Deep inhale, exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, scapula back. Exhale, hands down, step, jump or float towards the back. If you're jumping, land with a slight bent elbow or in your chaturanga. Knee stretching or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to your up dog or your baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, pick the right leg up and place it in between your hands. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step back, no noise if you can, to lower. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Savasana, upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Left leg lifts as you place it in between your hands. Find yourself in your Virabhadrasana 1, inhale. Exhale, hands to frame, step back and lower. Keep the shoulders away from the ears in your up dog or baby cobra. Glutes engaged. And exhale, flip the feet over. Adho Mukha Savasana. Breathe here. Spread the fingertips wide. And push through all parts of your hands. Inhale in. And exhale. Rise up onto tippy toes, bend through the knees, engage through your hands, your core, as you step, jump or float towards the top. Inhale, halfway lift, look towards the horizon. And exhale, fold. Bend knees, sit back down into your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Take an inhale. And exhale, come to stand. Close the eyes and find yourself in your Tadasana, so grounding in. Connecting in as you inhale right down to the bottom of your sacrum. And exhale, almost up to the top of your head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Blink the eyes open. Take the feet to about hip width apart. With the toes facing out, arms come down as we slowly drop towards the earth for 5, 4, 3, keep that tailbone in, 2, and 1. Hands come down, bring yourself a little bit wider. If you're up onto your heels, that is all okay. Find yourself in Malasana or garland pose. Hands come into prayer. Elbows pushing into thighs, thighs pushing into elbows. If you want blocks underneath your heels, you always can. Spend about 5 breaths here. So you connect to the Muladhara chakra, your root chakra. Grounding in. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down as you slowly bring yourself all the way back up, bone by bone, toes facing forwards. And as you come to stand, step the right foot back so that you're facing towards the side of your mat. From here, left toes come forward so you make your way into your warrior 2. So, bending through that front knee. Back foot is aligned with the parallel of the mat and the foot is in line, the front foot is in line with the middle of your back foot. Arms out and gazing over towards your third finger. Check in with your back hand, is it aligned? And if the hips have a tendency to stick out, just tuck them back under. 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Straighten that front leg up. Take the hips towards the back. Reach, reach, reach as far forward. And turn yourself over. Trikonasana. So bring that right shoulder up and back. And little micro bend into the knee. Try not to lock it out, but the leg is straight. Gazing up towards the sky. You can always have a block underneath if you'd like. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Slowly bring your weight all the way back up. Turn those toes in and then turn the heels in as you bend the knees. Arms come out towards the side for goddess posture. Just tuck the tailbone under if it's a tendency to stick out. And breathe here, sitting down, grounding in. Stable and secure. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Bring yourself back up. Turn those toes. This time, right toe comes forwards. Just finding enough length in your legs as you bend in and come back into your warrior 2 towards the back. So you're facing towards your right fingers. Again, find this engagement as the knee stacks over the ankle and straight left leg. Find that alignment. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Straighten that front leg, straighten your right leg, hips towards the left, reach, 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 so you're facing the back, and turn over Trikonasana, like turning like a clock. Left shoulder up and back like you're in 2 planes of glass. Press through the big toe and strong through the legs. Three more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Slowly bring yourself back up. Turn those toes towards the sides. Big step towards the front of your mat. Close the eyes. Tadasana. Blink the eyes open. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale as you fold all the way over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step, jump or float towards the back. Vinyasa, knee shift or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to up dog or baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And in our downward facing dog, we'll move on to the Swadhisthana chakra, your sacral chakra. So you find some flow and movement. So from your downward facing dog, rise up on tippy toes, curl through the spine as you bring the shoulders over your hands. From here, bend the knees, pick the hips up and back as you make these downward dog waves, like the flow of water. As you're finding your emotions, your pleasure, yourself, and you might like to move fast, you might like to move slow. Whatever feels nice for you, and you can add any other extra movements you would like from here. and twisty twizzles, or looking underneath, bending the elbows. Whatever connects you with your creativity and passion. And then, as you find downward facing dog, lift that right leg up, bend the knee and create a few circles of the hips going one way. So circle from the hip, and circles going the other way. Lift that right leg up and exhale, place it in between your hands. Drop the left knee down. Now touching from your foot, slowly feel all parts of your body as you bring it up. Touch the knee, the thigh, the bum, the core, your tummy, your boobs if you have boobs, hair, and bring those arms all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, tuck the toe under as you lift all the way up into a high crescent lunge. Inhale in. Exhale. From here, turning towards the back, so to the left side. So you place the hands down for Skandasana and point that right toe up. Options with the hands if you like. I know I'm facing backwards towards you. I can turn around so you can see this one up. As you switch it over towards the other side, so taking it over towards the right hand side and lifting those arms up. And you can flow between the two, side to side here. Again, feeling into what you need in your pleasure, your senses, your feelings today. As you turn all the way back towards the front, frame that right foot, step back. And Vinyasa, Nisha, Shin or Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or baby cobra. And exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up as you bend through the knee and create a few circles going one way. And a few circles going the other way. Straighten that leg as you place the foot in between your hands. Drop that right knee down. Again, touching all parts of your foot's body as you bring it up. You know it's your body. You can feel it. Sending love and acceptance to all parts of yourself. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, tuck that back toe under, reach all the way up into your high crescent. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, open up towards the side. So big toe slightly in, pushing through the outer edges of your feet, hands onto your hips, squeeze the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, fold over for your Prasarita Padottanasana, your wide-legged forward fold, hands in the shoulders. And again, just bending through one leg at a time, taking these side to side. You might even want to take your hands over to each side. You might want to lift one arm up. Again, what is it that connects you with your passion here in this flow for the sacral chakra? How do you feel? You might want to find some stillness. Wherever you are, inhale in. Exhale, hands underneath as you place them back onto your hips as you come all the way back up. And come to step forwards towards the front of your mat. Close the eyes and breathe. As we move on to the Manipura Chakra, so 3 fingers above the belly button. This willpower, this strength and stamina. You're finding peace and harmony within it all, in your own fire. Bend the knees and sit back down into Utkatasana, so big toes together, feet slightly hip width apart. Tuck the tailbone under if it has a tendency to stick out. 5 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Slowly, slowly lower all the way down towards the earth. Bring the bum down and the legs out for Navasana. Roll the shoulders back. Imagine you've got a teacup on your shins, or if you like to straighten the legs, you always can. 5 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 5. Slowly cross those legs over. You can take a vinyasa, or you can just meet back in your downward facing dog. And as you come into downward facing dog, right leg lifts up as you exhale, place it in between your hands. We'll rise up into a high crescent lunge. From here, we're going to kick out in front with all our energy, kick out all that power, anything that does not serve you from here. So gather your energy. 3 more. Do it with integrity. As you rise back up, deep inhale. Exhale, moments here. Feel strong, stable, and you have got this. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step this right foot back and find yourself in your plank. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Slight round of the back as the shoulders come over the hands, and keep the navel in. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, push that floor away. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time left leg lifts and place it in between your hands. Rise up, high crescent lunge. Get ready for your kicks, all that you've got. Let's go. Noises are available if you like. And a little bit wobbly. Bring yourself all the way back up. Moments here. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back. Vinyasa, down dog, or child's pose for a couple of breaths. As we make our way into the Anahata Chakra, so the door to your inner temple, yourself, with this love and compassion. Make your way back into downward facing dog as you lift the right leg up. From here, shifting more weight forwards so that the shoulders come over the wrist, and we're flipping over into wild things to turn onto the left side and bring yourself up and over. Right arm lifts up and back, hips up towards the sky. Back body into front body. Find this openness here. Inhale. Exhale. Option to always drop the knee if you like. One more inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself all the way back over. Both feet on the ground as you lift the left leg up, extending, lift it nice and high. As you exhale, shift the weight forwards before turning over to find your wild thing on the other side. Being open to giving, but also receiving love. Inhale. Exhale. Bring yourself all the way back over. Drop the knees down. And as you bring yourself back onto your knees and up, and place the hands onto your lower back. Squeeze the shoulders back. Again, back body into front body. Glutes slightly engaged if you need to protect the lower back. As you come into a baby camel. Again, opening that heart center, cracking it open. Meditate here. If you'd like to come into full camel or to take some camel waves, you always can. And wherever you are, slowly bring yourself back down in towards your child's pose, bending forwards. Moment here. We make our way into activating the Vajra chakra, our throat chakra, and speaking with right communication and right understanding, and speaking your truth. And to just open this up, we'll come into a few rounds of lion's breath. So inhale as you tuck everything in. Exhale, you're going to stick the tongue out. Make this kind of sound and look between the third eye. So it's a little bit like this. Couple of these with your own time. One more. From here, making our way to lie down on our back. So you can either come into downward dog, jump through, or just bring the legs through, whatever you would like today. And we'll set up for shoulder stands. So if you're not feeling shoulder stand, you can just bring the legs up towards the sky. For those who would like to come into shoulder stand or Salamba Sarangasana, pushing your shoulders and the elbows and triceps in towards the earth, hinging the hips up and placing the hands just onto the small of the back, propping yourself on your triceps, engaging through your core and taking the pressure off your neck and into the shoulders. It's like compression of the throat chakra here. Hold and breathe. And if the legs have a tendency to come back, just point them forwards. Try not to move the head side to side. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we'll make our way into plow pose or halasana. So let the legs come over very slowly. And if the feet touch the ground, you can take the hands away and interlace them for your halasana. If it's available to engage into the third eye chakra here, maybe the knees create some pressure on the forehead. So the ajna, a place of seeing your intuition and observing all the chakras. Moments here. And wherever you are, hands come back onto the small of the back as you safely and securely, in any way that feels nice for you, to bring those hips back down. Legs come out towards the front. And again, activating back through the throat chakra with Matsyendrasana or counter posture. So let the hands come underneath the bum, palms up or down, whatever feels nice for you. Squeeze the shoulders back and let the head drop if that is available. No worries if not. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly bring yourself all the way down. Hug the knees in towards your chest and just rock side to side. And as the hands come under the thighs, just rocking forwards and back on your sit bones to bring yourself back up and over for a child's pose. So options here, stressing through the ajna still. You can come into child's pose and just nod the head side to massage out where your third eye is. Or if you'd like to come into puppy posture and do this, so the hips are high, but instead of bringing the chin down, we're going to keep the forehead down. And then find some stillness here. Connection in with the ajna. Place of seat. And as you bring yourself back, we will come into our final chakra for this posture, the crown chakra. We'll do Sarasana, so headstand, or if headstand is not in your practice or you do not fancy that today, still stressing the crown of the head, we'll come into rabbit posture. So bring the hips up and the crown of the head comes down. Tuck the toes under and holding on to your feet. So hold here for about 10 breaths. For those who would like headstands or like to have a little play in headstand and find some meditation there, coming in for 10 breaths or just measuring out your hands. Be careful when you're at home. You can use a wall if you'd like, if that is what you like to do for your progression. And as you clasp the hands, again, crown of the head, so not the forehead or the back of it in towards the earth. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips nice and high and inch them as far forward as you can. Bring one foot up towards your bum. Take it down and then the other one. If you have it and you'd like to squeeze both in, you always can. Then from there, slowly bring yourself into your headstand. Three more breaths. Wherever you are, in any way, nice and slowly with control, bring yourself back down. And if you're in rabbit or in your headstand, just make your way back into your child's pose. And from here, just gently bring yourself up, and we'll find some meditation after doing our practice today. So Padmasana, lotus posture. If that is in your practice, you can come into your lotus or just crossing the legs for an easy seated posture. Close the eyes, hands down in your lap or onto your knees. Mudras if you like. Take a little moment here to meditate. Take attention again to that top of your head. energy field above it to connect into what yoga means for you. Moments of bliss. After your asana practices. We said that these postures can help to activate certain chakras. Whether or not you believe that, know that you've done something for your body, mind and self. Moments here. And you can stay meditating. If you'd like to make your way into Savasana, just bring your whole body down on towards the earth, lying on the back. Legs out towards the sides and the palms out, facing up. Soaking up the benefits of your practice. Knowing for the next few moments, all you have to do is simply be here, right now. As you bring the awareness back in by circling the ankles and the wrists. And nod the head side to side. Arms raising up and over your head for a full body stretch. Releasing with a sigh. Knees coming in towards your chest. And just roll onto one side. Little pause here. Whenever you feel ready, just making your way to a comfortable seated position on your mat with the eyes closed. As you place your hands into your heart center, call back in any intention, anything you'd like to take into your daily life and your practice of yoga today. We'll close with an Om. Inhale. Exhale. tucking chin, bowing in gratitude for your practice. And I'd like to thank you for your practice for me. I bow to you. Namaste.